There we go.
That's the
Okay,
record sound.
we're good to go. Brian, this is Brian DeBatis. He's from Starline. Brian's got lots of new fun things to share with you. Um, Go ahead.
All right.
Take it
Thanks for that.
away.
Thanks for that intro. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that you all do with us, for us. We had a great year last year. Things have gone in the right direction so far this year. I'm going to share with you some tools that people are using to find success with Starline. I want to hit on some new things that we have to offer. And then I'm going to make a PDF of this when I'm done. So you'll be able to take this with you. On the front screen, I've got my contact info. New for me this year, I have a new inside sales rep, Crystal. Some of you might know her. She served kind of the Southwest and the Western parts of the country. She's with national accounts now. So Crystal is a great first contact if you need something pre-sale. Where I might be out on the road traveling, Crystal is in the office. She's got a ton of knowledge. She started off on the customer service side. She's actually worked in production, and now she's in inside sales. So she's a good contact for you. So I'm going to hit these individually, but this is kind of these are some areas where people have really grabbed a hold of Starline and found success. So there's some promotions, Spec 12 mainly. We'll talk about that. I've got some nice self promo specials. It's so important. We talk to our clients about this all the time. You're promoting your business. That's why they use promotional products. We have to promote ourselves. We do that through self promo, and we do that through Spec 12. Customization, obviously we logo product, but over the last 2 years, we have done a ton of personalization. We'll dig into that a little bit deeper in a minute and talk about why that's important. And then drop ship, I don't think I need to say more about that, but it's here to stay. There will be work from home, it seems like, forever. And we're going to continue with some of the specials that we've offered here. So if you're going to take one thing from this presentation and act on it, I would act on Spec 12. This has been one of those things where if you do it, you get some sort of result. Spec 12 works two different ways. The first way on the left-hand side is Spec 12 on drinkware. Basically, this is our way for you to present the quality of our drinkware, the quality of our decoration, and the concept of personalization all in one. So for $12, you can print a drinkware spec sample with a logo, a name, personalization, and that price is shipped. So there's no additional cost. $12 all in. I would highly suggest putting the client's name on the piece. When they get the spec sample, it's going to have their name on it. They're going to see that. They're going to keep it. Hopefully they like it. Most people like personalized product. They're not going to give it to somebody else. So it sticks with that buyer. And then each of you can do the Spec 12 special on drinkware 5 times for 5 different clients. This expires at the end of March. I'm sorry, the end of September.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
Did you move slides?
I did.
It's not showing.
Got some lag
It's still
here.
stuck on your first screen. There
So
we
are
go.
you?
That's better.
All right, I'll present in this format here so that you can see these.
Yeah, that's fine. Now we can see it.
All right, cool. The second spec sample offer is Spec 12 on Uniball. So basically the way it works is you pick a Uniball pen. There's only a couple exceptions. This is the Uni one. It's new. I'll talk about it in a minute. We'll print 12 of them for you with a full color decoration and ship it all for $12. And this is maybe you want to get your client onto a higher quality pen, or maybe you want to showcase some of our full color decoration, which we can do here. Or maybe you have a client in an industry where signing and secure signing is important, and you want to talk about Uniball and that Uni Super Ink, which is fade, fraud, and water resistant. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but these are kind of the 2 action points, just starting with these 2 here. So spec samples, the self promo specials, I've got a bunch of flyers on the website. There's a link. If you go all the way down to the bottom of any page on starline.com, there's a link to self promo. That'll draw you over to the page where you see these special flyers here. And the way this works is for $159, you pick the item that you like and you get the number of quantity listed. So underneath each product, let's say 24 units or 18 or 6 or whatever it is, you get that number of products for $159. That's with your logo. There's no additional run charges. There's no setup charge. The only thing that would be on top of that would be shipping. And we have a limit this year on the drinkware on the $159 self promo of one of these, but you could do a drinkware $159 self promo. You could do one on Uniball. You could do a couple of these if you'd like, but this is kind of the best way to get products out there with your logo on it. Now, on the drinkware and on the bags, you can personalize. So you can put your logo on there, and then you could put your clients' names underneath the logo if you wanted to do something a little bit special for them. So when it comes to personalization, we've talked about it a couple times as it pertains to Spec 12. We talked about it on self promo, but personalization is where we get into that whole concept of addressing customer pain points. So if you're talking to your customer and they're saying, "Hey, I'm having a hard time with recruiting," or "I'm having a hard time keeping my customers happy," or "Boy, I am not connected to my customers or my employees right now, and I need to do something to kind of draw them in." Those are all pain points within an organization that personalization can address in some way. So all that means is I've got a logo and then I've got a name underneath, and it could really be anything. You could use personalization for years of service awards. You could run an order every year, and you could have your company logo, and then you could print 10 years or 15 years, and people could get something fun for that years of service award, something that's extremely useful. So we'll personalize for free. We've been doing that for a while. We're going to do that until the midway point of the year, so the end of June. So just to recap, the way this works is if you're looking at a drinkware piece, I can do a laser logo, laser name, all free. If you decide you want to do a full color decoration, you can do that, but it's $1 on a G for the full color decoration, but then the name, the personalization under that remains free. If you switch over to the right and you start to look at bags, we offer full color decoration included in the price in all of our bags. And then that personalization, that name below, that continues to be free until the midway point of the year. The book value on the personalization is an additional $1 on a G. So when it comes to drop ship, we kind of have two routes for you to take. There's a flat rate home delivery. I'll talk a little bit about here in a second. And then there's $1 on a G drop ship fee. So the $1 on a G drop ship fee is you provide your shipper number or your client's number, and you want something drop shipped. I charge 80 cents net to put the item in a box, kind of do the labor, and then ship it out. There's another way, and that's our flat rate home delivery. And there's a couple of benefits here to the flat rate home delivery. The first one is it's very easy to communicate the price. You may have customers out there that haven't done a drop ship order or have questions about what something is going to cost to drop ship. And that's a very easy answer at Starline. You basically go on any product page, you look at the product image, look below that. There's a couple of tabs. One of those tabs has one of these dollar amounts on it. $12 on a G, 15 on a G, or 18 on a G. That is the price to do a residential drop ship. Now, unlike the $1 on a G drop ship, that includes the shipping, and that's FedEx Economy. So just from a communication perspective, if you're looking at a drinkware piece and your client wants to send one to all of their customers to their home, it's $12 on a G. End of discussion. You don't need to go any further. You're not going to get a surprise invoice at the end, for more than you were expecting. Just a pretty simple way to communicate this. If we're going to kit items together, you'll want to get with me and make sure that that kitting did not go over the level of the largest item that's in the kit. But we can quote that separately. But it is still available. So I'd say 99% of our products have a flat rate shipping amount attached to each of them. So we have a bunch of sales tools for you, and this is a button that we did not have on our website previously, but we kind of brought this in midway through last year, and that's the deep inventory button. So if you're curious what we have on the shelf, what we have most of, what our core products are currently that are in stock, that deep inventory button is a really easy place to start for you. And then, when it comes to marketing and outreach, we've really stepped up our outreach more so than we did pre-pandemic. But we do a daily email blast. If you're not on it and you want to be on it, you can be. I can set you up for it. But all of those email blasts and all that content that we put on Facebook and Instagram, all of that stuff is on our website. There's a flyers and specials page. So as soon as we run it on social, as soon as we blast it out in an email, we drop it on the website. So that's a good centralized place to find all this stuff. We keep all those specials as JPEGs, and you can go ahead and download those and use them as you want. Now, I do try to post it weekly on Workplace. So if you're on Workplace and you're using that, I might take one of these flyers and drop the AIA logo on it and then put it up on Workplace. So just kind of a good place for you to find some of this stuff. And then when it comes to sales tools, if you're looking at just trying to step it up a little bit, not use the typical image that's associated with a product, we've really tried to step up our game on the lifestyle images. So you'll start to see more of those. We have a page just for lifestyle images if you're looking for products that have them. I know sometimes, a nice image can kind of help suggestively sell a particular product. And this is something that we're trying to get better at over time. Another sales tool that's been pretty useful for Starline in general are idea books. So it basically takes the concept where years ago you would sell out of a catalog and you bring a catalog in and show it to a client. Then catalogs started to go by the wayside a little bit, and suppliers made these flip catalogs. So you would click on a link and you would use your mouse and pull the corner of the page over and you'd flip through a catalog online. Well, that was kind of phase one, phase two. Now phase three for people like Starline is, let's take the concept of the digital catalog that you can flip through, but let's put just the products that you want in there. And then let's put your client's logo on those products. So that is all totally doable through idea books from Starline. I have a video that I'm going to include when I do my follow-up from this webinar that shows a video of me creating one of these books, but it's very simple. You pick the products from the website, you put them into your idea book, which is essentially a shopping cart. You upload a logo, the system logos everything for you, and then with a couple of clicks, you pick the products that you like, and then you create an idea book, and it makes that flip catalog for you. So this kind of takes it all the way through fully customized catalog for your clients. And like I said, I have a video queued up that I'm going to send your way on this. So we do a ton of kitting right now, and for the most part, we've identified products that people like to kit together, drinkware and bags, and there's a bunch of them already listed on the website. They are priced as is, and they are priced with for the most part with full color decoration. We can do custom kitting, so if you want to say, hey, I want to put a tape measure or a power bank or whatever it is inside of another one of our products, we can do that. We do have some boxes and packaging on the pre-made kitting side. Customized boxing isn't our thing, but we could certainly put our products in a customized box if you wanted to provide one. And we can try to make these custom kits work within our flat rate program, depending on how big they are and depending on how much they weigh. So when it comes to new for 22, one of the big focuses for Starline was to just kind of recoup our industries and go our inventories and go deeper into the products that we've been selling over the past 2 years, because we found success by going a little bit deeper, whether it's on cooler bags or whether it's on our drinkware. The old numbers just didn't make sense for us, and we're trying to buy more and more of these products so we have more to sell, for you guys. But there are a couple new products. One of them is the marriage of two very successful products. And that's a camp mug. That's a mug, with a handle, and then our 3-in-1 can cooler. So this guy here, the SL261 PR, this is both products. So on the bottom here, you see this black plastic ring that holds a can or a bottle in place, can be screwed into the bottom so that you can carry it along with you when you use your mug as a mug. Or you can switch those two components and then use this piece as a can cooler or a bottle holder. Then I guess if you were looking at the camp mug side of things, the handled mug, if there was a complaint about camp mugs out there, people would say, hey, they don't fit into a cup holder. So we gave you two options here, the SL162 and the SL163. Both of these are taller camp mugs, so the handle goes up higher and the bottom gets a little bit skinnier, and they fit into a cup holder. All three of these new products will be available end of April, beginning of May, so kind of going into Q2. Also on the SL162, this is our first go around with a smoked lid on top, smoke color lid, where we would stick with clear for the majority of our products. We're giving this a whirl here. The next couple slides all focus on color, some new colors that we're toying with. On the cooler bag side and camp mug and our this is a can cooler slash 12-ounce tumbler. Green. So green kind of evokes those feelings of being outdoors, being in the environment. We're going to try green on these items here. Some of these are in stock right now. So when you're on the product page for the 161 cooler, the 157 can cooler, you'll see these products available right now. When I first started at Starline, we did a chroming process on a lot of our products. And if you can remember way back, we carried copper tumblers. So the copper kind of eventually morphed into what we call black chrome. And then black chrome kind of went away a little bit, but we like that darker, richer gray color. So we're going to try it on 4 of our best-selling drinkware pieces. So you see them up here. The 238 on the left, this is a can cooler / tumbler. I've got my 20 ounce and 30 ounce tumbler. And then I've got my can cooler that has the 2 components that switch back and forth. So we'll call this dark gray. And this is meant to emulate that black chrome. It looks absolutely fantastic with that laser engraved decoration on there. And then the next slide here, we'll get into some other, I don't know, call them retail inspired colors for the most part. Our stemless wine we'll do in a sea foam. We'll do an orange on the SL260 PR, which is the can cooler. And then we already had our SL261 in a navy. We're going to try for more of a medium blue. But especially when you look over here at sea foam, you look at orange, these are trending colors. They're popular colors. But, in our business, a lot of times people stick to white or black or gray or blue, whatever it is. But you've seen if a company's going to maybe take a little bit of a risk and go outside of that or try an alternate color. Maybe it's not their brand color, but they're going to try an alternate color. I've seen them go towards seafoam. I've seen them go towards orange. So we're going to try that on a couple of our best-selling pieces here. Also trending in a positive direction are flashlights that are micro USB rechargeable and have rechargeable batteries here. You see this blue battery. This is a rechargeable battery. You put this thing inside the flashlight and then you use this micro USB cord here to recharge it. If you're looking for a green angle, something that's, earth friendly, not using disposable batteries is a great place to start. And these new flashlights, even though they're LEDs, they're extremely powerful. And they would rip through the disposable batteries pretty quickly, needing to change them often. But this is a bigger, more powerful battery in here. You do have the ability to recharge it. And these 2 pieces, along with our FL161, all 3 of these come in a really nice gift box. It's got a little magnetic part here that keeps it folded together. Just makes a great gift presentation. So the next couple slides, I'm going to focus a little bit on Uniball, kind of why Uniball, and then a couple of new products here. So on this slide, you're going to see the Uni 1. This is a new product for these guys. It's about a year old. It's got a really nice feel in your hand. I've got one here. I love the concept of this rubberized material that's right at the bottom of the pen. Just makes it easy and comfortable to hold. But one of the things that I found myself toying with quite a bit is this little clip on the end. So I don't know, it sticks to a notepad really well, but it's also kind of a little fidget toy for me while I use the pen. This is a gel pen. It's a 0.7 millimeter tip, so it lays down a nice amount of ink. And then this one here, when you look at the image on this page, if you see a color on the clip, that's the color of the ink. That's kind of a Uniball thing. I'm going to discuss this a little bit more on another slide. But not only are they into the signing industry where you need a secure signature with the Uni Super Ink, but they're also into the art industry quite a bit. And when we first brought these guys on board last year, we did not carry any of their mechanical pencils, but if you like writing with pencils, they have some slick mechanical pencils. One of the pieces that they carry, it kind of like auto pushes the lead out or the graphite out as you're writing, which is kind of a nice. I'm a big pencil guy. I got into Uniball a little bit more because I wanted to write with the product and see how it worked. But they have some beautiful pencils if that's something that your clients are into. So when we get to the why Uniball, there's kind of function and there's style. So right now, I would say that we sell the majority of the Uniball product line based on function. And that function is the Uni Super Ink, and then that Uni 1 has a different ink. It's called Uni 1 ink, but they both do the same thing. They're water resistant, fade resistant, and the most important part for these industries listed on this page is that they are fraud resistant. So we kind of did an analysis on where we sold the product for us and for Uniball. And if you look on the right, this is where we sold the product last year. Real estate, title companies, banking and wealth management, legal industry, insurance, medical. There's a commonality here, and that's you're signing documents, you're filling out forms, and you want that ink to stay on that paper. And that's what Uniball brings to the table. If you want to look at the other side of why Uniball, it's vibrant colored ink. It's full color decoration. We do full color decoration for 20 cents on a G run charge. If you're doing full color, PMS matching is free. Now, I mentioned this before, but just be careful when you're looking at these products. If you see the blue or you see the orange or you see a color on these pieces, that is the ink color. There's only one exception, and that is the 207. There's a pink version with pink ink, and there's a pink version with black ink. But other than that, this is what you get from an ink perspective. Now, if you like that concept of the different colored ink, but you don't want to go all in, this pen right here in the middle, this is the 207 BLX. This thing is pretty cool. They give you a rich black ink with a little bit of blue or a little bit of purple or a little bit of brown. So depending on the color that you pick, so it kind of gets you to that color side without going in, full on. Before I thank you, I have one more slide here. Don't get too excited. We're not done yet. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about brands. We have a bunch of brand partners. This is not something that we did years ago, but it's relatively, new for us over the last couple of years. But, Uniball kind of leads the charge. Urban Peak on the drinkware and the bags, big brand for us. JanSport has been absolutely fantastic. We use some brands like Bolay, and Boughton Optical when it comes to our safety products. We have a really nice safety category. If you're looking for gloves or safety glasses, or you're looking for high-vis apparel, that kind of hard hats is another really nice place to look at Starline. Those are some brands that you'll run into there. And then on the bottom here, you see Craft Kitchen and Studio Cuisine. Those are some of our houseware brands. We've struggled a little bit on the houseware brands side of things. Those partners have had a hard time with their inventories because they sell at, brick and mortar retail, but we've expanded the number of retail partners we have on the houseware side. Kind of best case scenario, if you're looking at housewares and they are from a brand and you don't see the inventory that you want on our website, shoot me an email, get in touch with Crystal, and we can reach out to that brand partner, find out what they have, when they're going to get more. Maybe there's something a little bit different that they carry that I can get you into. Just don't see the maybe like a low number on the website and then walk away. Ask the question, and there's a chance that I can help you get what you need. So with that, like I said, I'm going to give you a PDF of the presentation, and I have a link on how to use that flip catalog that I talked to you about a little bit. Are there any questions that you want to ask in front of the group? I see a Uniball pen there. Thank you, Melissa.
I have a bag of these on my desk at work, and I do this all day.
I like that you do. Now, if we would have had the blue ink when I made those for you, I probably would have done the blue one to kind of tie into your logo a little bit. But
it's Matt Chenault's new favorite pen too.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
I love these pens.
Thanks, Brian.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Awesome.
I can stay on for a minute here if anybody, wants to ask a question as others leave. But otherwise, thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate your time. I know you're busy. Hopefully this is useful. Please don't sleep on Spec 12. It's going to be your key to success with us.
Thanks, Brian.
Yes, sir. Take care.
I think Spec 12 ought to work, so we'll get after that.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
You got it. My pleasure.
Brian, Robin, and I both love the hunter green drinkware.
Yeah, that's that whole like earth and environmental inspiration and being outdoors. I think it ties